I'm Jake here with another episode of my Busby Classic series where I take a look at the blasters that at least have caught my eye that Busby has made going through the years. This time we're going to take a look at the second blaster in the series, which is going to be the Tech 10. Now, not to be confused with the later 2005 release, this is one of their earliest blasters. This is the 2003 release, available with the green and black color scheme or the yellow and black color scheme. I haven't found any information on other colors of this variant. This is the first version of the Tech 10. Now keep that in mind. This is the 2003 release. 2 years later, it was released emulating the Tech 6 style of top prime to the front with a whole different shell, and there was actually many variants of this Tech 10. That'll be a later video. But the original design was basically cueing from the style of the single tech, and it has kind of a sci-fi-ish look to it with a, of course, 10-shot cylinder in the front, a top prime here to the rear, and again, the two-tone color scheme of black and green or of yellow and black. I'm kind of a fan of that just because of the fact that it fits with the company's name. But this design, again, much like that single tech, it does have slightly thinner plastic. It has a little bit of a kind of off-brandish feel to it. It's something that they improved on later, but is very evident in their early offerings. Outside of the double shot, surprisingly. But the Tech 10, it did not have very good performance. It, of course, fired the original Busby sticky darts, and through chronograph testing, this one actually fires them at about 40 feet per second. It'll fire X-shot darts without any modification. They have a larger internal diameter on the actual foam wall themselves, and it'll fire those at around 45 to 50 feet per second, and you can count on an average in the 40s. So, not high performers. Now, the Tech 10 will eventually be part of my Worthy Blaster modification series, where I take the older blasters and try to bring them up to today's standards. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a whole separate video. But focusing on this, this was available nationwide. This was not a regional release, and I have actually spotted these numerous times on eBay and other sales sites, so it actually was fairly widespread. And for it being such an early blaster, I have 3 examples of this, and these two here were available, made available to me by Ryan Englestad, and I also found another one of these at my local Goodwill. So again, he found those in where he's located in near Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. I found one here locally while thrifting here in the central Kentucky area, so pretty widespread distribution at least. And for me to be able to find one here when there's not been a huge Busby scene speaks volumes to the fact that a 2003 model year blaster survived to just last year's when I found mine. But I want to say thank you to Ryan Englestad for graciously sending me both the yellow and the green variant. But just to do a quick comparison, side by side, here is the difference between the 2003 original release and the 2005 or later re-release. Now, focusing on this again, it is held back by very limited design. It has that top prime and no air restriction. As you can hear, very light spring. Performance is minimal, but it presented a really big step forward for a company that was literally just starting out. They actually became a company in 2002, keep that in mind. And they started producing products and making them available on the shelves just less than 1 full year later, because they started in late 2002, and this was hitting the shelves in 2003. Not bad, considering it was a 10-shot top prime pistol in a very, very now standard configuration, but with higher capacity than almost everything that was currently on the shelf, and it was being sold for a very, very low price. You know, all things considered, it was actually being priced at about what you would have seen the 5 or 6 shot pistols of the time. So, a good introduction into what Busby could later do and do better, per se, but keep in mind, brand new company, and we're looking at almost now 20 years ago. But this is the Tech 10, the 2003 original release. Again, available in the green and black or the yellow and black. And this is Moose Jake with my Busby Classic Series. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you got a little information out of it. And please stay tuned for more. As you can see, we're going to go over all of these, plus more. But again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.